A group of 5 automakers here in the United States have decided to defy Republicans and come out publicly this past week to support the Biden administration's decision to allow the state of California to enact their own vehicle emission standards in an attempt to address climate change. Now, there's some backstory on here. I've talked about it in the past. California had many years ago set their own standards aside from what the federal government had. They made theirs stricter. They wanted their vehicles to be cleaner. And they had that going until a few years ago when Donald Trump said, you can't do that. And he took away their ability to do it. Biden came back and just a few months ago said, oh, hell no, California, you can have this back. You can do this. This is good. You can tell automakers that they have to make cleaner vehicles in your state. Well, 17 Republican attorneys general, which still sounds weird to say, but yes, that is the plural of that, attorneys general. 17 of them got together recently to sue the state of California, saying, how dare you try to make the air a little clearer in California? How dare you try to keep people healthy? This is unfair to the automakers and to the other states. And that, of course, is where the automakers come in, because now you've got Ford, Volkswagen, BMW, Honda, and Volvo coming out and saying, hey, actually, we're good with this. Like, we like this. We've actually signed an agreement that we're willing to do this in the state of California. And they've filed this, by the way, in support of the motion that Republicans are suing for. So when you have the very industry that is affected by this rule coming out against your own lawsuit, willing to go to the mat in court against you, you've already lost your case. Now, in a normal world, you've already lost your case. We don't live in a normal country, right? We have disgusting partisan judges, some of whom have been funded by the fossil fuel industry and the places where judges are elected. And so this case is probably going to go to trial. And it has a good chance of actually succeeding. But again, in a normal country, if we didn't have such a partisan judiciary, the judge would look at this and say, okay, well, you're saying it's unfair, but the people that it affects say it's totally cool, they like it. I'm going to throw this case out because there's no injury. And that is exactly what should happen. These attorneys general do not have any provable injury when the alleged injured party says, actually, I like this. I want to do this. We've signed on to it, and we need all the other lawmakers to do it too. If anything, we're the ones that should be suing the other auto makers for not being on board with this. But it is what it is. Republicans continue to fight for dirtier air, for sicker people, for lung problems, for pollution, for global warming, and all of that. Because Republicans just don't care. This is all symbolic, right? They have no dog in the fight. They got nothing to lose from this. They're just doing it because it's a positive step forward that the country is making, and nothing scares Republicans more than forward progress.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.